So, now, a little turn towards the negative, a little vitriolic diatribe I have to go on here, but it's essential because it's healthy. Again, this is my therapy, and it's entertaining for the both of us. This is called Fade Away. You know, the longer I've been involved in the workforce, either it be stocking shelves and facing up frozen product at a grocery store at 16 years old, or in a post-production facility with a global multi-billion-dollar advertising agency, the more I can't resist the urge to break down and vigilantly observe the collaboration process of executing a project, and those people involved with said project. In my case, and in heavily quotes I say creative project, which my industry attracts a collection of distinct key players that aren't always exclusive to the world of advertising, but these key players have a heightened additive of self-entitled asshole compound number 9 blended into their chemistry. So, to those I'm referring to, I realize that you've understandably failed at your desired aspirations and from that day forward, decreed to be a spewing professional pain in everyone's ass with a salary that would make you want to gouge your femoral artery out with a gardening trowel. It doesn't stem from any form of envy or ignorance or that they've defied logic and maintained employment for 27 years without falling victim to a Columbine-style good morning greeting from a band of fellow colleagues. It's magical and more mysterious than a Penn and Teller routine, and I just can't figure it out. You have no ideas other than the fact that you don't like someone else's. You just have to weigh in and disagree, don't you? Not because you think you're right, just because everyone else must be wrong. And I know, if I would have told you that your fellow dead-eyed, resentful cohort liked it, you would have kept your beak shut. God fucking forbid you let anyone born after 1965 be left alone and trusted to their abilities. Which brings me to a side note here. One of the biggest discriminations going on in the workplace right now isn't race, isn't gender, sexuality, or religion at all. It's age. Now, I have respect for those who've earned it, for those who've come before me in whatever industry, company, on the planet, whatever, before my time, because chances are they have a ton of experience. And I would assume some sagely advice and wisdom to throw my way if needed. But by the time year 6 rolls around, and I've witnessed nothing but a tsunami of bad ideas, compounded by bad results, a worse attitude comparable to a toddler with a diaper full of fresh shit, with nothing to contribute except for which season of Game of Thrones you like best, I begin to judge. I begin to trust my first instinct, which is that you're a roaming nuisance, who never passes up an opportunity to throw anyone under the bus. And anyone including throwing bright, decent, and talented, something you are incapable of possessing, despite what you think cycling and golf is not talent. It's what pretentious white fucks do to occupy their time. My theory is that all these people have to lose and continue to work for is the illusion and the facade of a career that they've managed to fake for so long and misdirect other people's attention for so long that they squeeze the life out of anything in their path, that they might uncover the truth that they are obnoxious, replaceable crybabies with way too much pride. Trust me, your time is running out. If you're spending more of your time defending yourself, arguing with others about your work, chances are you're shitty at what you do. This goes for all you folks riding this retarded wave. Think about yourself when you finally call it a life. Will it be the way you imagined? Did you do what you wanted to do? Be who you wanted to be? I can't imagine you staring up at the night sky as a kid, daydreaming with wonderment about becoming an advertising producer who throws hissy fits when someone didn't CC him on an email regarding a round 6 revision on an online banner ad for whitening toothpaste. Get over yourself and whatever lies you've convinced yourself to keep up the idea that you've done a day's work and quietly fade away. Don't pass on your shitty point of views, anecdotes, or experiences to others, or God forbid your fucking kids. We don't need anyone else forming the same horrible habits and poisoning the world that you have. Just fade away. I'm sure there are books, strategies, and lecture speeches dedicated to the business tactics on dealing with these magnanimous assholes, ironically written by the same magnanimous assholes they're referring to. I guess you read about what you know. But for people like me with a couple of brain cells that still ignite a spark, I take umbrage. Actually, I take a shitload of umbrage. How dare you? So, I think this concludes this episode of the SoapBox podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you send me any feedback, anything you like, anything you didn't like. Doesn't matter to me. I just hope that you're entertained and that you're listening. So, until next time, this is Danny Williams, and this is the SoapBox.
The SoapBox.